Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural iLLogical Sense Award Show, aka the iLLys. This is your boy J.C. No Hunnits.
And this is your boy Mr. Busby.
And the wait is over.
It's over, bruh.
It's over.
It's over.
It's here.
It's over, man.
We finally given the people what they've been begging us for, hitting us in our goddamn DMs on a daily, adding us all over Twitter,
all over the world,
tagging
Craig.
us on Facebook,
all over the world, Craig.
Circling, trying to reach through the cracks of the doors, banging on the doors, everything, asking us when's that list gonna be ready.
Well, the list came. It's here.
The list is here, y'all. All right, top 50.
Top 50.
But we're not just gonna give that to y'all just in one bits and pieces. I mean, come on now. We've been doing this for a whole year. We got awards to give out.
Yeah, gotta give awards for everybody.
So we not just gonna give you all 50 right off the top. You gotta wait for that. You see, just because you press play don't mean you get the present right away.
For real, man. While y'all wrapping your presents or getting your New Year's resolutions ready, y'all gotta hear us talk and give our awards, our retrospect for everything, all the music and everybody that dropped this year.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And as you had heard with the opener, again, you all know that I'm a big DJ Quick fan. So that there was Quick's Groove Part 3 from Safe and Sound.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to DJ Quick.
Yep.
And y'all gonna hear it all throughout this damn award show because we paying homage to the greats.
Exactly.
Now.
Yep.
Without further ado, Busby.
You want me to kick it off, huh?
Let's go.
All right, people. Coming in at number 50 on our end of the year list.
Before we start,
should
should we break down what we did to get this full list so that way they know what they're getting into?
I guess so.
So basically what we're looking at is this is basically music for the culture. So we ain't dabbling with pop acts like that. I mean, I listen to them.
I mean, some are on here.
Yeah, I listen to some. I wasn't. It's whatever. So this is we're mainly dealing with this hip hop and R&B with a sprinkle of wild card in the mix.
Yeah, there's some in there. There's some pop acts in here. So.
Right. And the way we compiled this list is very simple. No sales were taken into account when compiling this fucking list.
Nope.
Okay. So if you got an issue with that, y'all might as well fucking hit stop right now and go on and go about your day, your night, whatever you doing. Because this is about the art.
Yep.
Completely art.
And who we liked and who we enjoyed.
Right.
And if you listen to the podcast throughout this whole year, you'll know who we liked and who we didn't like.
Definitty. So what we did was
for them fuckers too.
Oh yeah. So what we did was we put together a list individually of 30 apiece. And then what we did is we compiled, we met in the middle. There were some sacrifices. There were also some compromises.
Yeah.
But in the end, we both were able to look at ourselves, shake hands, give dap, and say we were very proud of the list that we came across.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. I'm not going to lie about it.
No more button in. Without further ado, the floor is yours.
Here's the top 50. We're going to start from 50 to 41.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So coming in at number 50 is the OVO's very own Majid Jordan for The Space Between.
Like that album.
Pretty decent album.
Definitely.
Coming in at 49 is the Bay Area's very own Kalani.
Yeah.
Sweet Sexy Savage.
That was a good one.
It was all right. Coming in at number 48 is Shady Records' very own Yellow Wolf, Trial by Fire, which was a very, very underrated album.
Very underrated.
Y'all need to check that shit out.
Definitely.
Coming in at number 47 is I'm White, I'm Black, Logic with Everybody.
Now I want to be alive.
See, when I hear that song, I hear the Backstreet Boys. Everybody. Sorry. Coming in at 46 is Oakland's very own Mozzie.
Yeah.
One Up Top Unk. Is that how you say it?
One Up Top Ock.
Top Ock.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Flew under the radar for most. But when we kept compiling this list, I was just like, you know what, it's too good to remain just on an underrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to find somewhere to put this on.
Yep. And then coming in at number 45 is Dreamville's very own J.I.D.
Yes.
The Never Story.
Very good debut.
Yes.
I like that.
And then coming in at number 44 is They came out of nowhere, but they made an impression on us as Brockhampton's Saturation 1 and 2.
Yes, Saturation 1 and 2. I honestly, Busby was feeling number 2. I was feeling number 1. So we said the hell with it. Combine both of them. So there you go.
Coming in at number 43 is ASAP 12E.
ASAP Mob. Shout out. I really like the fans, the listeners, they know. I like that joint.
It was cool. Coming in at number 42 was Amine. Good for you.
Yes. Another good debut.
Coming in at number 41 is Jadena. What's it called? With the Chief.
Long live the Chief.
He ain't no classic man no more. He a chief.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's the first wave from 50 to 41.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like we said, we're not just gonna run down this and just give it all to you at once.
Yep.
So we actually were anticipating on doing a pre-show with the last episode, but you know, Eminem was the hot topic, and we had to leave it at that.
Yeah.
However, we decided to hell with it. Let's go and put it on here. So we have the top 3 worst albums.
Top 4.
Is it top 4?
Yeah, because M's on that shit.
Oh, yo, see, you doing last minute shit, man.
Yeah, I know. I just had to put him on there because he pissed me off. See, we should call this list the top 4 albums that pissed Busby off. So we rated the albums that pissed me off from least to most. So we're going to start at, I don't give a fuck, at 4, which was 21 Savage. It's an album. 21. Trash. Lil Pump. His self-titled mixtape album, whatever. That's at number 3?
Gucci Gang.
At number 2, this really pissed me off. This is what started it all. Was fucking Lil Yachty, Teenage Emotions.
Peekaboo. Rock.
Oh my god, fuck that album. And number 1 is Eminem's Revival.
Yeah.
If y'all listen to episode 70, you would hear my exact thoughts about why that album pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
And I don't even. This is the list. I did not think I would ever have to put Eminem on, but I had to.
You had no choice. I mean, you really didn't have much of a choice.
Shut up. And also now our next list. What do you got? Oh yeah, top 3.
Yeah. So now we got the top 3 most forgettable albums.
These are albums that some were actually on this list, but when we were compiling it, I literally forgot some of these albums actually came out.
Yeah, and we wanted to do a whole wide range, probably a top 10, which leaves a possibility for next year. But for now, we just wanted to get through with the 3 most forgettable ones. Number 3, Bryson Tiller.
Yeah.
True to Self. Dude, this shit came out on my birthday, and I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Like,
I literally forgot about that shit.
Wait, did it come out or did it come out a month? No, it was supposed to come out on my birthday, but it came out in May. Remember, he did the whole month because of Jay-Z?
Because Jay-Z, he bumped it up. Yeah.
True to Self, you should have kept that true to your damn
self.
Cupboard. Yeah, you should have kept it to yourself. Second most forgettable, Drake, More Life.
Yeah, that really came and went.
Song-wise, has some good songs.
Song-wise, yeah.
Some good songs. But overall, I honestly, I forgot.
I almost forgot about this damn album.
Yeah. Now number one's gonna sound a little tricky when we get to this down the road because it is actually on our list.
Yeah.
Top 50. But the reason why we put it here was because as we were going through compiling, the more elite albums, it just kept floating around until we finally found a position. It was like, wait, that did drop.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes to Big Sean with I Decided.
Boy.
So you got the top 3 most forgettable there. Next topic is a Squad of the Year. So Squad of the Year is, I know we're lacking the strength in numbers when it comes to the culture, but we do have a select few where we were able to compile and make a category.
Yeah.
So Squad of the Year, the nominees include ASAP Mob.
Yep.
Fabulous and Jadakiss.
Okay.
They just made it at the
skin of their teeth.
Yes. The Cool Kids, they reunited.
They did.
Yes.
They sure did.
And then, of course,
Migos.
Everybody's favorite group out.
Everybody's favorite group, except for Joe Budden.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the winner of this category shouldn't come to any surprise with anybody.
It's Migos.
It's Migos.
It's Migos.
Shout out to Quavo.
Shout out to Offset.
And shout out to Takeoff. Y'all did your thing this year. I mean, there's really not much you can complain about with them. They were everywhere this year.
They were.
As a squad and
separately.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
They were everywhere.
Yeah.
So then we get into Producer of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Producer of the Year, we actually thought it was going to be pretty simple until we actually started looking at some of these hot records across the board, and it was not as easy as we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Now, This year, the heavy hitters all come from hip hop. Mm-hmm. We tried to branch out and find as many R&B acts, but there were not as many when
they were there everywhere.
Factoring down.
Yeah.
But we were able to compile and we were able to find 4.
Yep.
So nominees for that include Mike Will Made It.
Mike Will Made It.
Of course. If Young Metro do not trust you, he gonna shoot you.
Young Metro don't
that boy Metro Boomin. Then you had Murder Beats. Now Murder Beats, a lot of people will know the music, they just don't know the name. You damn sure won't know the person until you actually look it up on Wikipedia. Mm-hmm. I almost fell out my damn chair myself when I looked up and saw who Murder Beats was. I was like, he did that? That's a motherfucking legend right there. He nice with the boards. And then finally, the last candidate,
No ID.
Sir No ID for his incredible work
on 445.
Among others this year. With that being said, Busby, who won Producer of the Year?
Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin won
If your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Look, dude, he was everywhere.
He was.
Not only was he behind the boards, he was like, all right, cool, let's get some shine on, because then he dropped the joint project with 21 Savage and Offset. And then he came out and was like, I ain't done yet. And then he grabbed Big Sean.
Yeah.
He said they got. And then, by the way, if we didn't mention this earlier, like we've been mentioning on the podcast over and over again, the cutoff for this list was originally supposed to be the Friday before Thanksgiving, but we pushed it back to Black Friday in hopes of Eminem dropping. He did not drop, but as a result, there were actually 1 or maybe 2 albums that actually got the grace period and were able to be funneled onto this list.
And one of them was, that was, good for them.
So there was one.
All right, so now we got to the next batch of the list from number 40 to 31. So JC, take it away.
Number 40. Shouts out to Thundercat. His album Drunk. I like that joint, man. That's that good. That's that grown folk music.
That's that grown folk music indeed.
Number 39. We got Joyner Lucas with 508 507 2209. That was a good tape. I don't know if it was an album or a tape or it was an outtake.
Was it on Apple Music?
Yes, it was.
It was an album.
There you go. That's what we're rocking with. Number 38. Oakland's very own GQ.
Mac Wonder.
Shout out to Jamlotta Squad. East 14th. Love that album. Number 37. Sabrina Claudio with About Time.
She bad as fuck.
She is bad, and the music is sultry as a motherfucker. Love that music. Number 36, Valerie June, The Order of Time. Now, Valerie June is a wild card.
Yes,
she's more of the folk songwriting genre. Album was too good to leave off. We had to find a place to put her on, and that's what it was. So check out Valerie June. 35, Brent Faiyaz, Sunder Son. Y'all know Brent Faiyaz from his epic, real epic feature on Crew. Yes. And so next we got number 34, Ed Sheeran, Divide,
which is a really good album, by the way.
Yes.
That is a pretty good album.
Yeah.
That's everyone's favorite white boy.
For now.
Until he says something to fuck it all up.
Number 33, Jhené Aiko with Trip. How'd you feel about this? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I gotta be in the mood for it, but she did her thing on it. But it's pretty much me.
You know what I think it is? I think what ended up saving her was the short film.
Yeah, the short film kind of described everything, but she needs the short film to accompany the album.
Right.
If you listen to the album by itself, it's pretty but whatever.
Yeah. So then number 32. Actually, we had to go back and figure out how to pronounce this young lady's name, but we finally got it, and I'm glad that we got it. Give her proper respect. Kalula.
Take me apart.
Yeah, Take Me Apart.
Yeah.
Great, phenomenal music. No complaints there. And then to round out this batch, at number 31, Shmino with Black Swan. For those who ain't up on that, really get up on that. That was a dope album for sure.
Yes, it was. So now for the next awards we're about to give out Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
There was a lot of artists that came out this year. So we're going to start from the top. We get Brockhampton.
Yes.
They came out of nowhere.
Shouts out to them.
Of course, they came out of nowhere, and, shout out to KTT.
Right. Saturation 3 will be on our radar for next year. They dropped same weekend as M and everybody else, so that was way past the deadline. But we keeping our eyes open.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be everywhere probably next year on some live feature shit probably.
Yeah, so we'll that. But shouts out to him.
Oh yeah, and the Moonwalker himself, Jaden Smith.
Yes, surprisingly,
He dropped his album this year, and he's rapped his ass off on that shit. So Jaden Smith is nominated for Breakthrough Artist of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
After that, coming in is 21 Savage. 21. Regardless of how I feel about him, that boy was everywhere. And then also Gold Link with their very surprisingly great album.
Yeah.
They're on the Breakthrough. And also, and finally, we have Cardi B.
Yes.
Miss Cardi B.
I mean, there's no denying the kind of year she had.
The kind of year that she had, Breakthrough's an understatement.
Yes.
Which is why she won this shit.
Hell yeah.
So the Breakthrough Artist of the Year, that goes to Cardi B, Mrs. Bodak Yellow herself. So congratulations, Cardi.
You can't fuck with me if you want to.
And
I ain't doing the rest. I ain't a woman.
Yeah. And that goes to the most improved. We got the most improved artists that really, they were kind of underrated at first. No one really knew who they were, but then over time, within like a 2 or 3 year span, they improved and they got everybody talking this year.
Yeah, definitely. So the way we compiled this is once you've released your debut, you have 1 or 2 albums to prove your worth as most improved. So this is for the sophomore and the junior albums that got dropped. So, without further ado, go ahead, Busby.
All right. So coming in, this one is Vic Mensa, Good Music Affiliate.
Definitely.
He came in really hard with this year with his debut album or whatever.
Rock Nation signing.
Rock Nation signing too. So Vic Mensa. Cardi B.
Yes.
She came in with 2 mixtapes and she really vastly improved. Joey Badass.
Hey, shout out to the American Badass.
Not Undertaker, but
shout out Culture's American
Badass. Daniel Caesar.
Hey man, he had a nice year, man.
Yeah, he had a really good year. Dropped the fucking Simp Anthem of the Year. And Go Link again for most improved, but there can only be one.
There can only be one.
But the one who really showed out this year, Joey Badass.
Pro era. Shout out to you, young man.
Yes.
Like, there's no denying it. Just his growth from dropping 1999 to Summer Nights to the debut to what we got now.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He did his thing, man. Shout out to Joey Badass. So then after that, we got to have some rookies. Because it was a good year for rookies this year, and people, a lot of them made them names for themselves. Some freshmen did, but hey, man, we got to give props to them too.
So the way we went about this is we kind of had to navigate through because there were some loopholes that we had to
acknowledge them.
Yeah. What we did is this is solely off of albums or those quote unquote commercial mixtapes that chart. So if you had an EP, you technically still weren't a rookie.
Yeah.
That's like playing in summer league for us. It doesn't really count. So if you were known off your EP from last year and this year was your debut, that's what we were rocking with. Right. So you were you got grandfathered in there.
Yep.
On the flip side, if you had a mixtape that got dropped before the album, but the mixtape was high enough to get charted on, you were no longer eligible.
Exactly.
So that should teach you. Stop dropping these goddamn mixtapes and do a fucking album.
Show love to Dat Piff.
DatPiff.com.
DatPiff.com.
The Mixtape Authority.
So Rookie of the Year, we got Khalid.
Khalid, man. Khalid, man. He's a good dude, man. You could tell he wholesome.
He is.
Like he's just a real good young dude.
And of course, 21 Savage.
21. Now, again, so the list, as we had mentioned, I probably should have said this, but whatever, it's illogical, so we do what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
With these awards, this is where we really focus on sales, commercial status, popularity,
impact,
and all that. So just because we said it won for the list doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to translate towards the awards and vice versa. Mm-hmm. That's how you end up with 21 Savage on this list.
Yep. SZA. Fucking TDE's.
There's not much to be said about that.
Not much to be said about her. And motherfucking Gucci Gang himself, Lil Pump.
Gucci Gang.
As much as I do not like that dude, he had himself a nice, dope year when it comes to rookies. But like I said, once again, there can only be one.
There can only be one.
And the Rookie of the Year goes to SZA. TDE, Top Dog Entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Top Dog Entertainment.
If y'all disagree, y'all can kick rocks, because as far as I'm concerned, she was everywhere. Everywhere. Her one damn song wasn't even designed to be a single.
but the internet made sure got a single, and she got herself a platinum plaque off that. So shout out to SZA, shout out to TDE, all that shit.
So now you got what we also did was we compiled and did a list. We didn't want to just rank the 10 we wanted to kind of have some fun with this, and we relied on some sports to give us some influence.
Yeah.
So rather than just naming the top 10 rookies of the year, figure we might as well just break it down and give you the first team and the second team.
Yep.
So with the second team, in no order, we got Lil Pump, J.I.D.,
Yep.
Amine, Kalila,
Yep.
and her.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. And then the first team, we got SZA,
Yes,
Cardi B,
of course.
Khalid,
Yes, definitely.
21 Savage,
21.
I can't pronounce the last name.
Shmino. Again, check out Black Swan. That's it. I think that's really going to be an underrated one as well for people who you really had to have your ear in tune with either Spotify or Apple Music to catch that. But if you caught it, you will understand and testify on what we were saying on that behalf.
Testify.
He had a good year. He had a really, really good year. We could not keep him off the first team.
Well, you can get to the next wave of albums for the people.
Oh, it's on me?
It's on
I'm
you.
back again?
Yeah, you're back.
That sounds good. All right, so we got 30 to 21.
21.
So number 30, shouts out to Vic Mensa with his debut, The Autobiography.
Autobiography, the academic hater of himself, Vic Mensa.
Yeah, fuck him, whatever. Number 29.
Late entry, but they made it.
Yeah, this was grandfathered in thanks to Busby's Misjudgment. Fabulous and Jadakiss, Friday on Elm Street.
Yes.
This was that rapidy rap.
That was that New York rap.
Yeah.
That vintage New York rap that New York desperately needed.
Definitely. Number 28, we got 2 Chainz.
Titty Boy.
Titty Boy. With Pretty Girls Like Trap Music.
True.
And we went back and looked over this, and man, there was hit after hit after hit coming from this.
Besides that Nicki record.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't trying to include it, but oh well.
Aye.
Number 27 was one of my personal favorites of the year. The Cool Kids Special Edition Grandmaster Deluxe.
Very good album.
Very, very good. I was pleasantly surprised with the comeback.
Yeah.
Number 26, Vince Staples with Big Fish Theory.
Very experimental album. Really good for him.
Number 25, we had Meek Mill with Wins and Losses.
He's taking a great loss right now, but this album is a win.
Yeah.
Man, like I did that.
I like that. All right.
Yeah.
I see you.
Yep.
Number 24, this was the one,
That we forgot. Almost.
Big Sean with I Decided.
Yes.
Number 23, another one.
Aubrey.
Yeah. I see what you did there. All right, yeah. More life.
More life, Aubrey.
Yeah.
Yep.
More forgettable.
More forgettable.
Number 22, again, one of those wild cards that got sprinkled in. But it was too, this was crack and personified. Not in the musical sense, but in more the color tone sense.
Yes.
But it was too good to pass up. We had to find it. We had to put it somewhere. Number 22, Lorde with Melodrama.
Grammy Award nominated.
Definitely.
Album
Shouts
of the
out to her. And then number 21, which closes out this group, is her with her self-titled, I guess it's the debut. Really, it's 2 EPs put together.
Pretty much her trilogy, like The Weeknd.
Right.
But it's an album.
Right.
So, shout out to her.
So shout out to her.
Go check her out.
So that is 30 to 21, which means we have reached the top 20.
Yep.
But we ain't there yet, so get ready for it. We got more awards to give out.
We got more awards to give out for you whole asses.
Now, we like to give respect and pay homage to the true leaders of the culture. And what I mean by the true leaders, these are the guys and the women who say, we ain't gonna buy by no major record label companies. We gonna do the shit ourselves. And they start up these vanity labels, and it's pretty much on a prayer or a hope and a dream initially, and then you end up becoming as big of a conglomerate as you could possibly be.
Yep.
So this right here is Label of the Year.
Hey.
So we have Good Music,
Good music.
Maybach Music Group,
Maybach music.
of course TDE,
Top Dog Entertainment.
Top Dog, Quality Control. As I said a few episodes ago, I forgot Lil Yachty was on there, and Lil Yachty had a year. Of course, that's the Migos label.
Yep.
They had several more, so Quality Control makes that. And then finally, the last candidate is Jamla Records. Again, I said it, I'll say it again. Jamla quietly fed the culture with great music over the last 3 months of eligibility.
They
And
did.
Shout out to Rhapsody, shout out to GQ, and shout out to the young freshman boy Ruben Vincent.
Shout out to Ninth Wonder for constructing.
Yeah, hey, major shouts to Ninth Wonder, man. Like for real. Mm-hmm. But as we've been saying,
there can only be one on some Highlander shit.
There can only be one, and of course that one, if you really had to question it, you really wasn't paying attention. It's Top Dog Entertainment.
It's TDE, man.
You go and look at all the other lists, and you will find SZA and Kendrick.
They were the top dogs of the year.
Yeah. So, shouts out to Anthony Top Dog Fifth himself for appearing on this list. And also, shout out to Punch. And also shout out to Fifth for not killing Kendrick's daddy.
Yes.
Because without that, we wouldn't be here right now.
We'll probably have the backwards damn.
Yeah.
In real life.
Exactly. So then that leads us to the next, the topic, I guess, show per se. Next award. Hip Hop Anthem of the Year.
Yes.
Now, we went back. Now, just because we talk about the art as far as the whole albums are concerned, don't get it twisted. Busby and I still keep our ears to what's popping in the clubs,
in the streets,
at the bars, the streets. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going down. Mm-hmm. So just because we don't talk about it enough, the reason why we don't talk about it is because it's everywhere. You don't need to hear us talk about it.
Plus, it's our lives. We don't like talking about our lives like that.
You know, exactly.
That's what Twitter's for.
So we were able to, we were able to break this down into 5. Mm-hmm. What we felt were the most gravitational tracks for the culture that presented in 2017. Without further ado, Unforgettable, French Montana featuring Sway Lee.
Yes, Unforgettable. Yeah, that song was everywhere.
Oh
in the
my
club.
Goodness, I love that song, man.
Yeah, it's a good song, really good song.
Cardi B with Bodak Yellow.
What is there to say about that record, man? That's like the ratchet anthem for any female in the world.
Grown ass, hood ass men.
We'll sing that.
Singing along to this track.
We can sing it to a white girl and then fucking sing this.
Yes.
Song. So,
something on more of the mid-level underground, but it still made waves and it was everywhere. Gold Link featuring Shy Glizzy and Brent Fayez with Crew.
Yes.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Dope record. And then we got Mask Off. Fucking Mask Off with Future. Mm-hmm. You can take the single, original, or you can take the remix with Kendrick. Don't matter to us.
Speaking of Kendrick. Yeah. Come on.
And last but not least, we had Kendrick on here. Mm-hmm. With Humble.
That shit was everywhere too.
Yes.
Man, so we're repeating ourselves, but it was everywhere.
Yep.
Humble was everywhere. Come on, it was his number one hit single, his first top single. So, Humble. But that could only be one.
Can only be one. And look, we actually, this is one of the ones that Busby and I fought about for a little while. Mm-hmm. There's just no denying it. It was everywhere. Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
Especially during the latter part of the year.
Yeah. And it caused controversy. It actually led to one of our great episodes. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Cardi B. Because Bodak Yellow. Little bitch, you can't fuck with me if you wanted to.
These expensive. These are red bottoms.
These is bloody shoes.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Cardi with that.
She deserves it, dude. Like, really.
Every bit of success. I mean, if we actually had awards, we'll ship them off to you. But
yeah, we'll probably I don't know. We'll make some hood ass graphic and post it up somewhere.
Yeah, and you could probably like pick it up somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit.
Maybe get a coupon to McDonald's or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, whatever we can use as a tax write off, that's what you'll get. So,
yep.
So shout out to you.
Shout out to Cardi.
And for the last award category for this grouping, Featured Artist of the Year.
Featured Artist of the Year.
So how I like to analyze this is pretty much think of the NBA's sixth man. You know what I'm saying? It's the cat that isn't in the starting lineup, so he don't get his name shouted out when he comes in. But when he gets in,
he in there.
You know he in that thing. Mm-hmm. And so with featured artists, what we were pretty much looking at was the quality.
Yep.
We were actually looking at the quantity as well because you had to be on some joints to get through this. All right. And basically, what you just had to bring the fire.
Yeah.
You just had to have that.
Yeah.
So without further ado, candidates include Gucci.
He got a great return of grace.
Definitely did. Mm-hmm. Sway Lee, of course.
Of course.
We waiting on that album next year, G. Like, for real.
If it comes.
We waiting on that solo album. You can do Shrum Life 3 and get it, you and your brother get that going. But we need that solo for sure. Quavo.
Yep.
And then speaking of Quavo, his group mate, Offset.
Yeah.
Offset destroyed 2017. Just destroyed 2017.
He really did.
And last but not least, we actually had to find a technicality for this artist to be included in this. And we were able to find it. And that's Travis Scott. The reason why we found the technicality was because off technicality, had we done this award show last year, he would have made that cutoff with the album.
He probably would have, yeah.
Birds in the Trap, Sing Trap, or Birds and whatever that.
Sing McKnight.
Thank you.
McKnight, whatever.
So we were trying to find a loophole to include him. And then when we went back and actually looked at the features, we were like, look, the hell with that album. He qualifies enough with these features alone.
Yeah, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
And not only everywhere, he was on some big-time platinum selling singles.
Yes, he was.
And that's what we rolled with when it came time to find the winner.
And
Travis Scott.
Straight up.
Le Flame.
So shout out to Travis Scott.
Most definitely.
Hopefully that Kanye Travis Scott tour happens one day in our lifetime.
Well, again, Quavo was actually just tweeting earlier. Honcho Jack Honcho. So the joint album that they supposedly got coming out.
Weird ass names, man.
Hey, we'll see how that plays
That's
out.
a weird ass name. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's the next batch from 20 to 11 when it comes to albums. So coming in at number 20 is Freddie Gibbs, You Only Live Twice.
Shout out to Gangsta Gibbs.
And number 19, of course, is Joey Badass, All-American
He used
Badass.
to feel so devastated. But in our top 20, now he made it.
Yeah. Number 18 is Migos.
Mama told me not to sell work.
Culture.
17.5, same color t-shirts.
Coming in at number 17, Jaden Smith.
Yay, man.
How do you say his name? Sire? Sire, bro. Just listen to the first 4 tracks. It's the greatest intro of all time, bro.
We listened to this not expecting anything. Mm-hmm. And then both of us walked away like, we got to find somewhere to put this on the list. There's no way in hell we could keep this off.
There's no way we could keep it off. And he's pretty high, too, on number 17.
Yeah.
Which also leads us to number 16, which I'm still shocked we actually put him on there. But at the end of the day, it's all about the music, even though he is a fuckboy at the end of the day. And he is in jail, is Extraction, or XXXTentacion, but his name is Extraction, Excedrin, whatever, was 17. Very, very, at the end of the day, even though I listened to it only a few times, you can't deny good music, and it's a really, really good album.
You can't. I will give you that. You definitely can't.
So, it's 17 for Extraction. Number 15 is Tyler, the Creator, OVO, Odd Future's very own Scum Fuck Flower Boy.
What a title.
Yes, I know. We just had the censored version on here, but,
What a title.
Number 14 is Division, Morning After, with his Baby Making Music, of course. Number 13, Go Link, At What Cost?
She see money all around me.
I'm a man. Number 12 is Sampa, Process.
Man, look, the one song I wish was on here was that 4422. It didn't deserve to be on More Life.
Well, Drake had the jacket like he does all the fucking songs, doesn't he?
Hey, why are you giving out industry secrets, man?
It's not no secret now. And number 11 is the internet's lead singer herself, Sid with Finn.
It's probably, somebody said it best earlier this year. It's one of the most sexiest lesbian influenced music that you could find. Mm-hmm. I will not disagree. Because with this music, I turn into a lesbian myself. I love women.
Okay. So that leads into our R&B section for the first team and second team.
Oh, man.
As this dude becomes a carpet cleaner. We got our second team R&B, which is Sid.
Of course.
And her.
Yes.
Sampa. Mm-hmm. Daniel Caesar.
Yeah.
And we had to mention him, even though the album's very forgettable. Bryson Tiller.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes...
Because he was featured on Wild Thoughts, which was one of the anthems of the year.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes these features will save you.
At the same time, no one really listens to his his featured verse.
And off technicality, he did drop an album this year. So the fact he dropped an album... So look, he actually made it on our radar 3 different times. Mm-hmm. So he was the most forgettable. Definitely the most forgettable. He is on our radar when we decide to drop our top or favorite, I should say, 100 tracks in the playlist later on.
Yeah.
Wild Thoughts, he was on that.
Yeah.
And then, that saved him.
Team.
Put him on here.
So on a bench. And then, just like your fucking career. And then, hey, man, sorry, Bryson. Should have went to OVO. Oh, man, you'll still be on the bench. And first team All R&B is SZA.
Yes.
Khalid,
man.
Khalid. Kalani.
Yeah.
Ty Dolla $ign. And of course, the fuckboy himself, Chris Brown.
When it came to Ty Dolla $ign and Chris Brown,
they didn't make our list, by the way.
Yeah.
There had to be some sacrifices to be made.
I mean, of course, Ty Dolla $ign was, honestly, that was kind of a letdown for the both of us.
Mm-hmm. I mean, y'all liked it. Well, everyone on my timeline, y'all liked that piece of shit of an album. But I didn't really care for it. So, sorry.
Said, first half was wavy. After that, it just got shaky.
Pretty much.
And then, and then the Chris Brown album, we really did that as a challenge.
I did it as a challenge.
I failed.
You failed.
I failed tremendously.
I passed it. And he dropped like 11 more tracks, by the way. I don't know if you know
for
that.
the Christmas edition. And I was like, I ain't listening.
That's 57 tracks. Nigga, I ain't gonna listen to all that shit. But at the end of the day, Chris Brown is still one talented dude. Still a fuckboy. But he's still a talented dude. Yeah. So, I guess shout out to Chris Brown. That's the first team R&B.
That is. Now we divulge into the individual singers.
Yeah.
So individually, we had to separate this out to be fair. We have male singer of the year, and then we have female singer of the year. Mm-hmm. So a female singer of the year, the candidates include her, Jhené Aiko, of course SZA, Sid, and Kehlani. Do we need to, really divulge?
Not really. Might as well just say it.
SZA, come get your damn award, girl.
Yeah, everyone's clap for her. Clap for everybody. Clap.
Clap, clap, clap. Shit, look, can't deny the year she's had. Just a phenomenal year.
Yeah.
Time Magazine named her album the #1 album of the year across the board.
That's crazy. Time Magazine of all people. So
we will not deny that woman.
Female power, man.
Most definitely. Now for male singer, we had Daniel Caesar.
Yep.
Ty Dolla $ign.
Yep.
Chris Brown.
Yep.
Khalid.
Yep.
And of course, who I feel is the best singer of this decade, Sam Smith.
Man.
Sam Smith, he's man, them vocals is amazing.
You can't deny Sam Smith.
Can't deny it.
You cannot deny him.
Unfortunately, we gotta deny him this award. Because as good of an album as he had, it still doesn't compare to that of Dolla $ign.
Yeah, Ty Dolla $ign.
So regardless of the album, again, there were still cuts off the album that we liked. And then when you go back and you look at all his features and his production, it's not a contest. Ty Dolla $ign took that shit.
Yep, shout out to Ty. Dolla $ign.
Dolla $ign. Now, Busby.
Yep.
We've reached the top 10, man.
We reached the top 10 already. The top 10. So if y'all have kicked it with us, we got the top 10 because you want to know who's in our top 10. But right now,
before we get to that, it's top 10.
I know.
Hit him with the DJ quick, real quick.
All right, nigga.
Yeah, don't that shit just feel good right there, man? Yeah, let them know.
Let them know.
This is an award ceremony right here, man.
Award ceremony, so y'all can get your groove on. You can just chill back.
That DJ
relax.
Quick right there, man. Okay, better recognize.
Better recognize the legend known as DJ Quick.
Now that we're in the zone,
yes.
Proceed, please.
All right. Coming in at number 10 through 6, actually, is Khalid.
American Teen.
Shout
out to the boy.
Really good ass album right there. Number 9, Daniel Caesar. Fraudian. So if you that's grown folks music right there.
That's grown folks sex too. Yeah. Like that's
making love music.
Yeah.
That's making love music right there. See, Division is fucking. Daniel Caesar is making love.
Oh yeah.
Number 8, Rick Ross. Better You Than Me.
You know what? Let's review this real quick. I don't want to go too deep, but just let's appreciate it.
You gotta appreciate Rick Ross, real Zach.
Gotta appreciate it. He stepped his bars up.
He sure did.
He's always had that ear for the music itself.
Yes, he did.
And come on, man. When he went at Birdman, it shut the internet down.
It did. He was the only rapper. He's really pretty much the only rapper who actually stuck up for Weezy, if you really think about it.
Yeah. And Khaled. He went in detail and let him know, I do not fuck with you for what you did to my brother. Like, straight up.
Straight up.
And we got none respect for the Ricky Ross the Boss.
Ricky Ross the Boss, man. So that's Wingstop for you.
Hell yeah.
And the wild card, number 7, Sam Smith. The Thrill of It All.
I'm way too good at goodbyes.
Man, that song, man, that shit.
That should shut that down.
I get that's goosebumps, man. That was hot. We had to put that high on the list.
He brought a choir and sang about breaking up. Like, that's magnificent.
Because next year at the Grammys, it's going to be him versus Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And he's performing. He'll be down in L.A. in August. I'm going to that show for sure.
Oh, that's you. I'll listen to his album, but I ain't going to go to his concert.
I want to see Sam Smith. I heard he puts on a good show.
He probably does. And also number 6 is Calvin Harris with his compilation album of Funk Wave Bounces Volume 1.
Ooh, this album right here released over the summertime.
Yes, summertime music right there.
And at the time, we had said we don't know where it's gonna go, but for now, enjoy it for the summertime. It hit the fall, and I was still enjoying it.
It's a great album.
It hit the wintertime, I was still enjoying it. And then it got to the list, and I was like, why are we gonna put this out our top 10? We enjoyed it from the whole period it came out.
Yes,
just track after. How do you put a track out with Frank Ocean and 2 members of the Migos and that shit knock? How?
In the club.
How? Kehlani was on this.
With Lil L.I.'s Lottie.
And he delivered a respectable verse. I don't care what you say. He delivered a respectable verse.
Yeah, sonically,
Schoolboy
musically.
Q was on this joint.
Yes, he was.
And turned a nice little party disco sounding.
Future was on here.
Future was on this,
and
man.
Nicki.
He had some. Hey, Nicki delivered. As much as we've said about Nicki this year, she delivered what I felt was her at her greatest. You know what I'm saying? She played her role. She was not talking about anybody as her sons. She didn't waste time with that. And she also gave you some melodic singing.
And she stayed on topic.
Like you can't say enough about that.
What Nicki actually tries is she's actually quite good.
Yes. Shout out to Calvin Harris because he compiled one hell of an album with that for sure.
He sure did, man. I can't wait for Volume 2 whenever he gets a chance to drop that. Yeah. So then, I guess we get into the big time categories now.
This is the heavy hitters, man. Again, y'all gotta wait for the last 5.
Yes, you have to wait on that one.
We have 4 more categories we gotta get through before we get to the top 5. So if you thought, oh my god, I think you were here, wrong. Matter of fact, not only is you wrong, Busby, hit him with some more DJ quick.
Acting like I'm fucking, what's his name? The nigga from The Living Color. SW1.
Sean.
SW1 nigga. It's just. I wish y'all could see what I'm doing right now.
Oh man. Alright. You've had enough DJ quick.
Okay, so we got our first and second team of all hip hop.
Yes.
We're in the top 5. We're about to be in the top 5 and it's all hip hop.
Oh yeah.
And when we get to the MCs, man, we're gonna probably hold off on some of them because hey man, it's gonna be a surprise.
Surprise.
Anyway, so second team all hip hop. We're gonna give Ricky Rose.
The Boss.
Gucci Man.
Gucci had a hell of a year, can't deny it.
Aubrey.
Yes.
Drake.
Yeah, you can't deny that either.
Travis Scott.
LaFlame.
And Young Thug. He had himself a really dope year, even though you don't like him.
I listened to one project by Young Thug, and I was off technicality. It wasn't him as a solo artist, like I've been protesting. So I gave it a listen.
Yeah, but Young Thug was everywhere.
He was everywhere. I can't deny it. So there you go.
Then we get the first team all hip hop.
First team all. This is for the cats who put on for the culture.
Yes.
Put on.
Yes. And first team goes to 2 Chainz.
Titty Boy.
Future.
Wait, what's one of Future's signatures? Because he always does If Young Metro Don't Trust You. But what's one of his?
He has a lot, man. I don't know.
I'm on a new level.
Yeah, I guess.
There we go. We'll go with that.
Let's go with that one. Big Sean, even though he dropped the Forgettable album, he was everywhere. So he's first team. Wow. Said that with a lot of aggression to him.
Hey, well, you know what? I will give props to him because at the end of the year, regardless of how he floated on our list, he was able to stunt on all the social media when Nilo Rivera got caught up.
And regardless of how people feel about his album is quite good. So
I decided it was good. Like I said, it just floated around. And then I don't care what you say about the Metro and his collab. I liked it.
And we're still on first team. We got to give it up to Hova.
The Jigga Man.
Jay-Z.
They love you, Jigga.
They love you,
Jigga.
And, of course, Kendrick Lamar.
Hip-hop, this is his playground so far right now.
Like,
he's in his prime. This is his playground right now. That's what he's working with.
Oh, yes. So, yeah. So, Femc of the Year. Now, this part, me and J.C. had to really have a good debate about this one. It was hard to decide, but here are the nominees for Femc of the Year.
You're going to hear one omission, and let's just clear that up right now.
Oh, Nicki didn't make this shit.
Yes.
She did not make nothing.
You had to drop an album to get these nominated for these awards. It's just that simple. The only one where you didn't have to drop an album was the featured artist. It's the only one where we didn't look at it. It was about the features. Everything else, you had to drop a project.
And featured wise, Nicki's trash.
Yeah, well, we weren't going down that route. And last time I checked, for all the barbs who want to start blowing up our mentions or want to start getting pissy, they shelved her album. So
as much as she doesn't want to admit it, that shit's shelved until further notice.
Yeah.
So hopefully next year when she drops it, she can come back on that list, and hopefully she can rap better.
Yeah.
But until then, she ain't making nothing.
Now, in the meantime,
we
found 5 quality
ones.
FemC nominees. We have Nitty Scott.
Yup.
Shouts out to Nitty Scott. You got to check that project out. Mm-hmm. We got Il Camille, and shouts out to her. Mm-hmm. And then we have Cardi B. Cardi B made it off of technicality.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to look at it, oh, she only had Bodak Yellow. Well, if you go back and check back in January, she did drop The Boss Bitch 2.
And that was on Apple Music, which counts as an album.
It qualifies, so she made it.
That's an album. Shut up, bitches.
Shut up. Next one is Rhapsody.
Yes.
Layla's Wisdom.
Yes.
Phenomenal. And then we got Remy Ma.
The Sheether. The Nicki killer.
Remy Ma had Sheether, and technically, even though it wasn't a solo album,
she dropped it.
It was a joint album.
Yeah.
And they had some singles that was pushing up the charts.
Mm-hmm, all the way up. But there could only be one, and this was really hard.
Shout out to Nitty and shout out to Camille. This was it came down to 3. Mm-hmm. And we went back and forth for about a good 10 minutes until we finally found, the deal breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Rhapsody, come get your award, bro.
Rhapsody, bro.
So, how we came up with Rhapsody. Remy Ma, as good as it was, again, it was a joint album. Mm-hmm. So she was able to rely on Fat Joe for the other portion.
Mm-hmm. And Sheether.
Now, Cardi B, of course, she was everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped the mixtape.
However,
when it comes to us, we put more stock and value into albums than we do mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you get past that, and when you look at the quality, can't go anywhere else but Rhapsody.
Yeah.
She did the damn
thing. Yes, she did.
Metaphors.
Yep.
Wordplay.
Yep.
The production selection.
Yep.
She's really coming to her own when it comes to these hooks as well.
Mm-hmm.
She's bodying these records.
Yes.
So that, honestly, we left it at that, and we said,
shout out to Rhapsody, man.
Jam of the squad, man.
Get your fucking award, Rhapsody.
Hell yeah.
Of the year. Maybe next year you'll get it, Nicki. Maybe.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Now, the last and probably the most intensifying one that the listeners are going to want to hear before they get to the top 5.
We can't give away who won.
Yeah, we can.
We could?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, they do it for the BET Awards.
But still, this is our list, though. We can't give it away. We can let you know about who didn't win. But first, let's just give the nominations for MC of the Year. Big Sean.
Shout out to Big Sean.
Drake.
Shout out to Aubrey.
Hove. Big Crit.
Crizzle.
And Kendrick Lamar. We'll let you know right now, Drake and Big Sean didn't win it.
Yeah, it's a 3-way tie.
So
and as you might have guessed it, these 3 have found their ways into our top 5.
So we can't really give it away who won, so you just gotta wait and find out.
Just give it a little more time. You won't have to wait that much longer.
Mm-hmm.
But just know, Kendrick, Crit, and Jay-Z, they are the top 3 leading candidates. And so here's the thing when it comes to why Crit and Rhapsody weren't included with the all-team hip-hop. They just didn't have enough body of work.
Mm-hmm.
Had nothing to do with the content. If Rhapsody was maybe short about maybe 2 or 3 features, definitely would have found somewhere to put her in.
Yep.
With Crit, had he dropped that 12 for 12 series this year instead of last year, without question.
Yeah.
He'd have been on. No debate about it. But again, we had to go with those who were making impact throughout the year.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we had to keep them off. But again, this has no correlation to how we run our list.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them are in our top 5.
Yes.
So without further ado, Busby and I are actually going to go back and forth with this one.
Yes. So here's the top 5 of the best albums.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Matter of fact, I don't just need a drum roll. One more time. Hit him with some DJ Quick.
I guess.
I know they pissed off at me by now.
I guess. We love you, Quick.
All right.
All right. Music down.
Busby, start him off.
Coming in at number 5 is Good Music Affiliates' very own Shy the Prince.
Saha!
No Dope on Sundays.
Man, oh man, oh man. This damn album was everything we've been waiting for all these years.
This should have came out after My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
We
should have came out a long time
could
ago.
not put him as a rookie because he's just been out for that damn long.
Mm-hmm.
But this is his debut, so we said to hell with it. We just gonna rush your debut to the top 5.
Yep.
It just is what it is.
It was that damn good.
It was awesome.
That damn good.
Number 4, the only non-hip-hop act within this top 5.
Yes.
SZA. Control. It
Control.
was everywhere. Every damn where, man.
One. Yeah.
Everywhere.
Every female was blasting this damn album. So, shout out to SZA.
Yes.
She was performing at SNL. She's going to probably win some Grammys next year. Shout out to SZA.
Yes.
Coming in at number 3, the only female MC on here. And she made our top 3. She made an impression on us.
Oh, yeah.
But it's Rap City.
Layla's Wisdom.
Man, that is by far one of the best rap albums this
Bars.
year. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman. This was a great album.
Bars.
Bars upon bars, man. Shout out to Rap City for that. Now this one.
No. I bet the listeners have figured out what the hell's going on now.
Do you think they really figured it out?
I think they have.
They really have.
Rhapsody's number 3, but y'all said the other 3 were in your top 5. How the hell did you got this? Well,
shit.
This is what ended up happening. Busby and I felt so strongly about our individual number 2s. Mm-hmm. We were not going to budge.
At all.
And we fought for 45 fucking minutes. 45 minutes. If you remember the episode where I was pissed off and I left and said I forgot to go get my food, it was that fateful night.
Yeah, we had to fight for this we had to fight for number 2. So we made a compromise.
We did make a compromise. Since this is the illogical sense, where we not only have ill frames of mind,
yep,
we can also do some illogical shit.
Yep.
And we said, fuck it.
Fuck it.
We just gonna have 2 number 2s.
What kind of shit is that? There's 2 Busby and 2 JCs.
Hell yeah.
So I guess I'll start it off. And 2 Busby is Jay-Z's 444. It's Jay-Z's most personal album. It was his most raw album. You know how I am about albums that are just completely raw and emotional. If I see you at your core, this is his. It's gonna be your best album. So right now, as I'm still listening to 444, and after just seeing them on tour, last week or whatever, a few weeks ago, this was Jay-Z's. One of Jay-Z's. It's gonna be in his holy trinity at the end of the day. It's gonna probably be in his top 3.
Yeah.
So 444. Come on, this motherfucker is nominated for album of the year. He might win album of the year next year. It's a high possibility.
This was, like, as you said, it was just pure rawness.
Yes.
And I appreciated it. And again, now what we're saying is just because we picked this as number 2 doesn't necessarily mean that we were going to leave each of these off of our list.
Yeah.
It was just about the order. Mm-hmm. Busby's was number 2. I had 444 at number 3. Mm-hmm. My number 2 was Big Crit, Forever is a Mighty Long Time.
Which is a great album.
And which was Busby's number 3. So now you know how we were able to flip that.
Yeah, it was.
With Big Crit, as much as I love 444. This was it. As much as I love 444, this was the album that longtime Crit fans have been waiting for. Since he went to Def Jam and then ultimately left Def Jam because they weren't handling business properly.
Yep.
He delivered such quality.
Yes.
Just tremendous amounts of quality to the point where the first track opens disc 2 and it's just a full fucking score. Mm-hmm. Just so he can stun on you. Just let you know what he can do.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about this album, man. Just Big Crit, Forever's a Mighty Long Time. That is my number 2.
So Hov and Crit are sharing the number 2 slot. So
shouts out to you. That is not a slight against you.
Yeah.
That just goes to show that you got 2 individuals who was willing to go to bat and actually not talk to each other for maybe 24 hours.
See, that's how much of a Hov stan I am, and that's how much of a Crit stan you are. So yeah, look, that's what music does. But
however, when it came to the number 1, there was no disagreement. As much as I tried to disdain the listeners and try to play with their emotions, let them know, I don't know. deep down we both knew.
He's the MVP.
The MVP, MC of the year,
Period.
Kendrick Lamar.
Damn. I mean, we could go in depth, but we have a whole episode dedicated to that, so y'all can just listen to that shit.
The album was so good, he released it again and then said, fuck it, here's it in reverse. Take that.
So, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Hopefully we hear from you again in the next 2 years or 3 years.
Hopefully with Cole.
Hopefully. Shit. You'd be a number one on this list again.
Hell yeah.
Probably an EP too.
Yeah, if that's the case, yeah, y'all. We keeping you off the top 50 if that's the case. Don't toy with us.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
You have now officially experienced the very first iLLy Awards segment.
iLLy.
I don't even know if we're going to call this an episode. I think this just... It stands on its own.
Stand on its own. 71 will be next year.
Yeah.
Stop the year off.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, we're going to take some time off to enjoy our brotherhood and enjoy our families for the holiday season.
Yup.
What is it? We coming back to the 8th or Martin Luther King Day?
We'll figure it out.
One of them weeks. All I know is y'all ain't going to be hearing us from us for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. However many weeks. So with that being said, go back and go listen to some more episodes from the past. Get reacquainted. Because we got some shit that's getting ready to pop off next year that we cannot wait to introduce for 2018.
Hell yeah.
On the flip side to that, we will be asking questions while we're not on for the next couple weeks. We want to hear feedback from all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Definitely
feedback
want to do.
Very, very appreciated.
We want to hear the positives that you like so we can enhance those. We want to hear some things that you feel like could be added. We want to hear some things that you just didn't like so that way we can, take some time to reevaluate and see if that's something we want to continue or if we can alter it.
Yeah.
We're open to it all. Exactly. We do this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Busby and I, we talk about this on the regular. Like, you should hear some of the stuff we don't put on air.
For real.
Like, this is what we do. This is my brother right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we do. This is for you guys. So
real.
Please.
And you guys listen. Appreciate all you guys.
Thank you so much.
The whole year.
Thank you. From, the simple listens where, you can kind of tell we were kind of even looking at those like, all right, this is just heavy news. It's kind of filler. To the episodes where, we put blood, sweat, and tears and passion into, and they showed with the listens.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate every single last one of you from the bottoms of our heart. And we wish you guys a happy and safe holiday season. We'll see y'all motherfuckers in 2018, man.
Fuck.
Really went by that quickly, man. It's gonna be 2028 tomorrow. Yeah, because it's gonna go next 10 years gonna go by that fast.
Yeah, for real. But you know what's not gonna go by? It's fuck Jeb York. Fuck Donald Trump.
Whole ass motherfucker.
Whole ass nigga.
Peace.
Niggas.
Dream those dreams, man. Dream those dreams, man.